Hey guys, Kev Collects here, and I have another awesome action figure review to do today, and it's gonna be on a DC Multiverse Todd McFarlane figure, and that is going to be the Darkfather Wave Wonder Woman. So this is gonna be an out-of-box review, only because of the fact that I got this kind of like third party and everything. Not third party, oh my god. I got this kind of secondhand, yes, off someone on eBay and everything like that because these haven't really hit my area yet and I was just too impatient and I really wanted this figure. So yeah, so I basically got her with all her accessories, including her little file card. So pretty much that's all I really wanted. It's all I needed. I don't really need Darkfather stuff. And I don't really care much for the other figures. So, whatever. But okay, let's get into this figure. So you know what, let me take this off of her hand. Alright guys, so I am a huge Wonder Woman fan. And this figure just had so many cool, just aesthetically pleasing pieces to it that I couldn't pass it. I really could not pass up. And I feel like this is the first like Wonder Woman that looks like very just like, I don't know, just like Wonder Woman-esque. Like, I mean, I guess she doesn't look like a standard Wonder Woman, but like I do have the Wonder Woman 2 Wonder Woman figure, and I also was thinking of getting the one from the Last Night on Earth wave, but kind of passed. I wasn't really digging the mohawk look. So yeah, but okay. So getting a good look at the face. This is a beautiful face. Yeah, like at first I was really kind of wary. I saw some pictures and I thought it looked a little kind of just like boring and everything, but it actually like very nice. You know, she looks like she has like kind of like a dark eyeliner going around. She has like a dark lipstick. You know, she is like more of like a dark version of Wonder Woman. Very, I don't know, very like badass. Yeah, very badass. And I'm loving this blue hair, like the black to blue. I always love like a nice deep I always love a nice kind of just like dyed tip in woman's hair, kind of like that ombre, yeah, like an ombre kind of like hairstyle. And I mean, like I always love like a black to red, you know, so black to blue is just as cool and just really works for the character. I'm also loving this awesome helmet piece. You know, when I look at it, like initially, I was just like, this would be like the perfect head for like a Flashpoint Wonder Woman, you know, because it really does give me kind of like a Mara type of vibe, like when she kills Mara and basically like uses her headpiece and everything. At least in the Flashpoint movie. I don't know the actual Flashpoint comics what it's really about. I mean, it could be about the same thing. Not sure. But yeah, I thought that was like really sick. And she looks really cool with this giant headpiece. This giant headdress. Alright, but then going down, she does have this really cool outfit, you know, very similar to the one she has now in the comics, but with these extra kind of added like zigzag black kind of pieces with this like awesome like black kind of like choker type of situation going on, little black straps. I am just loving that. That looks so cool. Alright, just really nice, and I really love the colors. You know, it's a mixture of like really kind of like bright colors with like very dark tints to them, dark shades, so it's really sick. Going to these awesome little like shoulder pads, I guess you would call them. Yeah, I just really want to know what the hell those things are, because I'm looking at it and I'm just like, look like they could be like a bird, like a giant kind of like vulture thing, but then I'm also like, probably not, but I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of like demon is it, you know? Because I think she's like the Queen of Hell or something like that in this. Well, not Queen of Hell, but yeah, no, I think she's like somewhat of like a Queen of Hell or something like that in this storyline and whatnot. So who knows? Those could be demons, those could be aliens. I'm not sure, but they do look very nice, especially with the nice brown leather straps on the side. There's just so much color going on in this and I love it. All right, then going down to the little wrist gauntlets. So these look very similar, I feel, to the ones that the Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman had, but they're definitely not the same. I mean, probably aren't the same, but still, we have this nice gold color with this nice type of like kind of like layered work and everything, so that's pretty nice, right? And then like on the inside they do have the leather straps as well. All right, going down to the boots. So these boots are sick, are freaking sick. Oh my god, these like platform chunky boots with the heels. I'm loving it. Very like rock star, you know, very Kiss. And yeah, and I'm like loving this blue part. So I don't know if I should consider this like a part of her shoe or if it's some kind of like fabric or whatnot. I'm not really sure, but I mean they just, wow, like beautiful. The sculpt work is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And just like these colors, just, oh my god, these colors look so nice together. So nice. And I mean, she is like very, very pale. I know the lighting's making her look a little tan, but no, she's definitely like a pale mofo. Yeah, like she's like ghostly, like ghostly white almost. So they made the colors definitely stand out a little more, I guess, on her. But yeah, just really, really amazing work there. Right, and then going to the back, she does have a nice cape, and the cape has a really nice texture to it. It's like, it's so weird because it's like a soft plastic, and then with this texture, when you like run your hands along it, it's like, I feel like I'm actually feeling like an actual fabric. Like it's weird. I mean, you guys have to get this to really kind of understand what I'm talking about, but I'm like, it's just, it's weird. It's very, very weird. Like this is, I feel like this is the material that the costumes in like the Arrowverse characters wear. Like it's just, it's so cool. God, this is like sensory. Really awesome. But yeah, so it's really nice. All right, so yeah, so that is the figure herself, all right, in all her beautiful glory. All right, so she does come with one accessory and everything. I mean, aside from the base, which, you know, they all come with, she comes with her chainsaw of truth. I think that's what it's called, because I know it's like made with her visible jet, and then I think it's also made with her lasso of truth, but like there's also like a lasso portion to it which just didn't like come with this. So I mean, if you have like the lasso from like any of the, or I guess from like the Wonder Woman 2 Wonder Woman, or just a lasso from any other Wonder Woman figure you might have, you probably could like somewhat combine them visually to give that effect. So it's pretty cool. But this thing is gorgeous. That is sculpt, like that is very sculpted. You know, they didn't cheap out, and they got paintwork all on there. You got a nice little blue orb up top. The chainsaw part themselves is painted like a light blue. It's very nice. All right, like the handlebar is huge too. Like, you know, like just comparing it to like her actual like body and everything, like it's a giant thing. It's a nice substantial weapon. So, and I think the chainsaw aspect of it is really interesting as well. I mean, like Wonder Woman with a chainsaw, like what? Like what is that? But yeah, and there's even like ornate detailing going on throughout. So yeah, if you can see that, like all that, like those little like banged up kind of pieces on the handlebar and everything aren't really just banged up like little dents. They're actual like ornate designs and everything. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. So it goes right into this hand here pretty nicely. Right, and it stays in, yeah, like she holds it pretty well. I mean, it kind of does like move around and everything, but I mean, it stays in her hand. It won't like really slip out, especially because like there's a giant notch piece at the end of the thing, so it'll just get caught. But yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, and then when it comes to her little like data file card, right, it is pretty much just an artwork of the figure itself. All right, and it says real name Diana Prince, 6 feet, 165 pounds. Following the universe-shattering events of Dark Knight Metal, the Earth is enveloped by the dark multiverse and has transformed into a hellish landscape twisted beyond recognition. Now the Batman who laughs rules the planet, and in an attempt to defeat him, Wonder Woman uses her invisible jet and lasso of truth to forge a new weapon, the Chainsaw of Truth, and cut down the evil that stands in her way. Teaming up with Batman, Superman, and other DC superheroes, Wonder Woman is on a mission to save the DC multiverse. So, yeah. Yeah, one figure I wish we got actually in this little like BAF wave was like the Harley Quinn. I thought she was cool, you know. I wish Harley Quinn would get more loving by Todd McFarlane. I mean, like he did make the animated Harley Quinn figure and everything, which I mean, like she was like okay. I mean, she was good. It was definitely a nice figure and everything, but it was just not my favorite version of Harley Quinn, you know, and especially with all these like weird multiverse suits. I would have loved to see like a buzz cut Harley Quinn. I thought that was pretty sick, but you know, whatevs. But yeah, so here she is. All right, let's get into the articulation now. All right, so for that, I am going to take that weapon off. All right, so Wonder Woman, the head here and everything, as you would expect, does not really budge. I mean, it goes, let's see, this is what it's at usually, so it goes down about that much. I mean, you can kind of force it. So I mean, she does look down, I guess, but from the front, doesn't really look like she's looking anywhere but straight. It cannot go up whatsoever. I mean, you're gonna have to use like more of her like torso and everything like that to really help with that. But yeah, the head on its own will not do anything like that. Right. And twisting it's hard too. I mean, like, it's a soft plastic, but not soft enough that I feel comfortable kind of really doing a full twist of it. So yeah, so you can twist it, but do it at your own risk, just so you don't break it. All right, so the arms now. The arms, don't worry, that happened last time. It goes right back on. All right, so the arms go up about that much. All right. They do go all the way around, but are hindered by the hair. So, you know, there's that. All right. She does have double jointed elbows, which I mean are one of the best inventions ever, especially for female figures, because look at that. Like, she can get all the way around, especially with these her little like bracelets and everything. It's pretty cool. You know, you can kind of be like, ding, ding, you know, kind of like have her defend herself a little bit. All right, though you can't really get the actual arms to twist here, so it's like they're like this as opposed to this, so you really can't get her to fully get that defensive look, but you know, enough to get you at least something from her. All right, going down to her wrists. Her wrists are on, they can like move back and forth, swivel. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things that you just play around with the joint, twist it, and you can get the arm to really go anywhere. So that's pretty sick. All right, same thing with that arm. All right, so the torso piece and everything is kind of similar to the Multiverse, the drowned figure. So it is like an all kind of solid type of like plastic kind of garment molded piece that kind of goes over the joints and all that jazz. So it's a little squishy and whatnot. All right, but because of that and because of the plastic kind of being strong enough so it doesn't break, it doesn't really allow you much in terms of motion. Like, she can bend, but it'll just eventually kind of just warp itself around and back. Like, I guess like it does stay somewhat like this, so you know, pretty nice, I guess. Going back doesn't really budge much with that. So there isn't really much articulation when it comes to that part of her body, which honestly it's not really a huge issue for me, because there are other ways you can get her body to move that kind of help with that and displaying her and whatnot. So yeah. All right, so now when it comes to the legs, so the leg articulation, her legs go up about that much. They're hindered by the skirt just a little bit, but the skirt has a lot of give to it, so you know, that's pretty much like both legs. All right, so you can do a little bit of like a sitting down type of motion. Her legs are able to go back really nice as well. All right, because of that pliable plastic, so that's pretty awesome. She can do a nice little back kick, like bam, and that's like getting kicked by a horse, because whoa, look at that. That's like pretty sick. All right, so now the legs can also do a split, about that much. All right. When it comes to the legs, they are double jointed, so even with that muscular type of like thigh and calf, it does bend pretty nice. All right, it bends about like that much, pretty awesome, you know. So yeah. All right, and then the last thing is just gonna be her foot. So the foot can bend out about like that much, so pretty nice. All right, and it goes up a little bit, nothing like too substantial and everything like that, but then when the little foot joint here and everything like that kind of helps you go up a little more. It does look a little funny because I know the clunkiness really just adds like just looks a little weird, but yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, honestly, this figure is gorgeous. This is a freaking awesome figure. And honestly, display wise is just, it's a standout. It's a standout piece. It's beautiful, very beautiful. You know, so this will be my kind of like rendition of the Justice League version of Wonder Woman that I'm probably gonna use for my display, to go along with my like other Justice League figures. Just because I think it looks nice. It's probably the closest to Wonder Woman you're gonna get that looks cool. I mean, I really do love the Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman. I thought that like suit and everything was very spot on, all that jazz. But it's just like I couldn't get by the mohawk. I don't know. It was cool, but just like I don't want her with a mohawk. So yeah. But alright, guys, that is it for this review. I hope you enjoyed. I definitely recommend this figure. I know they're hitting stores in the US now. So yeah, be on the lookout for her and the other figures in the wave. You know, I mean, I'm hoping that this is going to be the end of the kind of like Dark Knight figures. I hope that he's going to focus more on like designing figures for other types of like storylines and stuff like that, because I just want to get out of this Batman funk. Like, I just want to like start focusing on like other characters. Like, come on, there's so many characters to do, and especially if you want to play with these obscure characters, like there's so many other ones you can go off of that I bet a lot of fans would love to see in action figure form, because it's a good toy line. I mean, the articulation's nice, design's nice, so I mean, I really hope they do a lot of fun things with this. But yeah, all right, guys, peace out. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, anything. Yeah. But all right, guys, bye.